There's an old story of a fellow who fell off a cliff. As he was falling, he grabbed onto a branch. With his newfound hope, he called out to the top, "Anyone up there?" He heard a voice. "Yes." "Who are you?" "God." "Can you help me?" "Yes." "What should I do?" "Let go, and I will catch you." "Anyone else up there?" God's way of saving us takes courage and faith. It brought his Son to the cross. It brought Mary great sorrow. We may be tempted to look elsewhere. God's ways seem to be too passive. Don't we need to take an aggressive stand? Fight fire with fire. God is too gentle. Indeed, being gentle does not rule out being strong. Actually, there's a big difference between being gentle and being weak. I'm reminded of a burly coal miner who told me he was afraid to touch his babies because he was afraid he would hurt them. Then one day in church, his visiting granddaughter was crying uncontrollably, and then quite suddenly she stopped. When I turned around to give a blessing, I saw her lying ever so peacefully in his powerful arms. Strength under control. That's the gentleness we're talking about. There are a number of references to gentleness in the Holy Scriptures. The Psalms remind us that it is the gentle rain that soaks and nourishes the ground, not the powerful storms. Elijah recognized the Lord not in the powerful wind or earthquake or fire, but in a gentle breeze. Jesus invites us to learn from him who is gentle and humble of heart. Learn from Jesus, learn from Mary. Learn from the prophets and martyrs and other saints who effected more by their openness to God's Holy Spirit than others with their aggressive actions. Common wisdom tells us that we must fight fire with fire. Christian wisdom, true wisdom, tells us learn from Jesus, who was victorious by accepting death, even death on a cross. Again I remind you, being gentle does not mean being weak. We must be strong. We must do what it takes to become strong. But when we have that strength, we will use it according to the pattern set out by our gentle protectress, the Holy Mother of God, Mary. And we, Christ's Church, will become a gentle protectress for the world.